Ladies, we are here tonight on the CE Show, and we are going to talk about, no, tonight it is the night when I answer what you guys want to know. So this is tonight, this is Friday, so tonight on the CE Show, I answer what you've been asking me all week. Today is the day, Friday night, I answer everything. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys want me to answer tonight on the CE Show? Mother chicken on the waffle stream. We need to take this shit off. This is bothering me. Anyways, what do you guys want to know? Alright, first question is who is the MVP of the NFL? I answered this a few weeks ago, but I'm going to go ahead and answer it again. I think the MVP of the NFL, the MVP is Tom Brady. I really do. I think there's some other guys who have something to say about it. Wentz, other guys, Wilson. But I think really Tom Brady, I think at the age that he's doing it, with the defense he's doing it, in leading that good of a defense, with the wide receivers, you're losing your number one guy and Julian Edelman. I think it's just amazing what he's doing. So I got Tom Brady as a 2017 MVP. But we'll see what happens. But right now, I would say Tom Brady is the MVP right now. Next question is, who is the team that you are surprised with that they are doing that they are not doing good, and who's the team that you are most surprised that they are doing good? Okay, so the team obviously that has surprised me because they're not doing good is New York. New York, everybody had them win, 11 games this year. And they only have, what are they? They're like 2-9, I believe. They're really struggling right now. Obviously now they fired McAdoo. Eli Manning had to sit down a game, now he's back in. They also fired the manager. So there's a lot of stuff. They're pretty much cleaning house. We're gonna have to see what they do. Who's gonna be their new manager? Who's gonna be their new coach? They got a lot of stuff to look at. John Maria, the owners and everybody. They got to look at everything. They got to clean house a little bit. Maybe you got to see who do you want, who do you not want. Got to probably fix the running game. That's also been a problem. You have all these weapons for Eli. You have a defense. You have weapons. But something that has been a problem probably since they won when the last time they won it all has been they have not have a running game for a long time. So that's probably something you do have to look at. And if I was the New York franchise, I'm like, you know what? Let's stick with Eli Manning. And we have all these weapons, as receivers. We have a defense. How about we use this pick that we're going to get here to get a running back? Get somebody, maybe Bryce Love from Stanford. I don't know. I think that's what you need now. If you're this team, you need a running back. You have not had a running back for a lot of years now. So I think that's something that maybe they should consider using that first round pick on that. It's going to be probably a top 5 pick. Use it on a running back. I would keep Eli Manning, to be honest. I would. What are you going to do? Bring in a rookie? And what? Rookie struggled, other than, Russell Wilson, most rookies struggled last year, Prescott, but most of the time rookies struggle. And this team is ready to win. Do you want to have to wait for the rookie to understand what he's doing? It's going to take some years. And so I think if you're this franchise, you keep Eli Manning, a guy who's been to the playoffs, a guy who's been to a Super Bowl, a guy who's been to NFC Championship games. And a guy who has always been there for you. He's never hurt. He's always been there. A pretty good defense. One of the best wide receivers in the league. When they're all there, get yourself a running back. And maybe that's the last thing you need. In this league, you need a running back. I don't care. Yeah, it's a passing league, whatever. But at the end of the day, especially in New York, how are you going to win late in the game, late in the season? running the football and playing defense. That's how you win. That's how you win in this league. That's how you're gonna get far in this league. That's still the name of the game. That's still the name of the game. Look at Dallas. Ezekiel Elliott. Prescott doesn't know where shit on his watch. You know, Saints last night, they lose the running back. They don't know where shit on their watch. Drew Brees is crying. Sean Payton's crying. You know, I'm hearing they may get suspended now. Sean Payton may get suspended now for the stuff he said to the referee after the game. So, you know, Marty, I'm hoping you're not watching this right now because, actually, I hope you are. So, you know, I'm a man. But, man, stay off the alcohol. I don't want you to get drunk again because now Sean Payton may get suspended, man. Please, Sean. I mean, Marty, calm down. I know it's Friday, but come on. Anyways, yes, I would really look at that pick and get a running back. Anyway, that I made it long. Yes. But who is the most surprising team that you are surprised that they are doing good? Starting like a motherfucker. That they are doing good. I would have to say Jacksonville. Jacksonville's probably the team that I'm most surprised with this year. They are playing good football. They have a chance to go to the playoffs. You know, they have a pretty good defense. Blake Bortles, he's trying to hang in there, you know. I'm not sure, you know, he might, that's another one, you know, let's go back to the Eli Manning. If he were to leave New York, it would probably make a lot of sense for him to go to Jacksonville because of the Tom Coughlin ties, you know, Tom Coughlin there as their vice president. You know, but you know what? I like what I'm seeing. There's worse quarterback in this league than Blake Bortles. I would keep him at least for now. Have a pretty good defense. I really like Leonard Fournette, the running back. Maybe have to probably get a little bit better with the receivers, maybe. But I like this football team right here. We'll see. It probably looks like it's going to be between them and Tennessee for the AFC South, and we'll see what happens there. Tennessee's very inconsistent. It's a very inconsistent football team, so they're kind of like the Steelers. They play a lot of close games. They make it a lot harder than it should be, and sometimes they lose games. You know, but for the most part, they've been winning. I wish they would. You know, same thing as the Steelers. It's a little bit frustrating because you know how good they are, and sometimes they make it a lot harder than it should be in some of those games. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. I had a pizza and I had some sodas. I apologize. I actually had to wait for an hour to make this video because I had no energy. Anyways, yeah, so those are my two teams. The one who's done the more surprised that have not done good, it has been New York. The one that I've been surprised has done really good, Jacksonville. Anyways, what is the next question? Is that two so far? That's two. Next is, we got three more. We have three more. What are the questions? Who do you think will win the game between Notre Dame and LSU? Notre Dame should win that game. They're supposed to be a better football team than LSU, so they should win that game. But I would not be surprised. Notre Dame really looked bad after that, losing that Miami game. Seemed mentally they never just recovered. And LSU really came out strong late in the season. They started off awful. You know, a lot of people thought they were going to fire their coach, but they finished strong and they got into this nice little bowl game. And now we got to play them, and it's gonna be a fun bowl game. I believe I haven't even checked the dates on these bowl games. I really need to get on this. I believe they start next week. Tomorrow we actually have one last game. I believe it's the Navy Army game. But that's tomorrow. We'll talk about as the show finishes what we're gonna have for tomorrow. But yes, only football. You know, the regular season is pretty much over. Just Army versus Navy tomorrow, and I believe next Saturday the other games start. Yes, but that should be a good game. I think Notre Dame should win, but I would not be surprised if LSU wins. One, because they're a good football team, and also because, like I said, mentally Notre Dame had nothing to recover after losing that game to Miami. They struggled versus Navy, and then they lost to Stanford. So I would not be surprised if they lose this game. We'll see what happens though. They could fire their coach too if they were to lose this game, especially bad. If they do not at least go out there and show up and compete and lose close, if they go out there and lose by 20, 30, 50, well, not 50, but like 20, 30, I think they could fire their coach. Because, man. Anyways, yes, but I got Notre Dame winning that game. They should win that game. They're the favorites, but I was surprised if LSU wins. Next question is, who is your favorite to go to the national championship game? I got Oklahoma versus Alabama. That's who I think will be going to the national championship. That's who I would like to see. I would like to see Oklahoma Sooners go into the national championship game. They have not been there in a while, so I would really like to see them in the national championship game. So let's see here. I believe it's Clemson versus Alabama. So I don't know if they did that on purpose to make sure we don't get a third straight Clemson Alabama finals. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's Clemson versus Alabama, and then the other one it's Georgia versus Oklahoma. So those are my two picks: Alabama to beat Clemson and Oklahoma to beat Georgia, and then have ourselves an Oklahoma Alabama national championship game. I think Alabama would win, but I would probably be cheering for the Sooners. You know, they haven't won a championship in a long time. They haven't been in a national championship in a long time. So that's what I'm going for this year for the national championship game. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, I really thought it was funny how they had Clemson playing Alabama. So I think they did that on purpose so they wouldn't meet up for a third straight time in the national championship game. I thought it was a little bit funny. Anyways, but yeah, that's what I have in the national championship game. Oklahoma Sooner versus Alabama. We'll see what happens though. That's a long ways to go away. And obviously I would come here and I'm going to come here and preview. Drop a comment in the comment section right now. Do you want me to preview the entire games or just the playoffs and then the national championship game? Drop a comment right now in the comment section if you're a fan. Hey, CE, friendly fat ass. We want you to preview all the... Oh, mother chicken on the waffle string. Are they going to fit here? We want you to preview all the college football ball games, or we only want you to preview the playoffs and then the national championship game. Let me know in the comment section. What else can I say tonight on the C show? But yeah, that's my. Anyways, last question. And what is going on with the Pelicans? Well, they're the 7th seed in the West right now. Alvin Gentry is trying to survive. 7th seed. They're still trying to figure things out. They're like the Thunder. They just cannot seem to figure it out. Those two teams, to me, are really good playoff teams. And I don't understand how, Houston and Minnesota figured it out so fast. Houston figured it out so fast how to play together with Chris Paul and James Harden. They figured it out so fast. And then Minnesota, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns, they all figured it out so fast. I don't understand why the Thunder and the Pelicans, why Russell West, Paul George, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony can't figure it out. I don't understand in New Orleans why DeMarcus Cousins, Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo can't figure it out. I really don't. I don't understand how some of these teams figure it out so fast, and some of them take forever. Kyrie Irving, although it's only one person, he seemed to figure out how to really gel with those his new teammates with the Celtics. I don't know why. Is it the coach, the players? I don't know. They have really not been able to figure it out now for almost a year now. It's been since February since DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis have been playing together, and they completely have not been able to figure it out. And the first guy who's going to be eliminated is Alvin Gentry. DeMarcus Cousins, he can get traded here pretty soon if this does nothing to work out. So we'll see what happens though, but they have some pressure from out here until February to try to show their front office, hey, we're figuring this out, we're getting better, we have a chance here. Because if they continue to play inconsistent basketball, the front office may think, you know what? It's not working out. We might as well trade DeMarcus Cousins right now before he walks away in free agency and we get nothing for him. Let's at least try to get something for him. There's been a lot of talk about him going to Cleveland for Tristan Thompson and Iman Chomper. So, you know, we have to see how it goes. But yeah, there's been talk that if it continues to be like this, 7th seed, you know, inconsistent basketball for the Pelicans, that they could, that's a possibility where they could send DeMarcus Cousins to the Cleveland for Iman Chomper and Tristan Thompson. Anyways, oh shit, I apologize, I just farted. Anyways, those are the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I had a peak, I'm sorry. Anyways, yes, so those are the questions. Put in your questions for next week. I want to, next week we'll see what happens. I honestly thought that this week we're not going to have a show because it was very slow. So we'll see what happens next week. But, you know, this week I thought we were very slow with the questions. Not everybody, obviously, like I said, I cannot force you. But obviously, I thought this was going to be the first week we were going to miss this edition of the C Show because we didn't really complete the question until last night. Thanks to Marty, that he got kind of drunk and I'm just playing Marty. Anyways, and finish up there. Anyways, I'm just playing with you, Marty. Oh shit, I almost fell. Anyways, that's what I get for making fun of Marty. Yes, so tomorrow, what do you guys want? Let me know. Do you want the Navy? Oh shit, I cut my tongue. I bit my tongue. Do you want the Army-Navy game after the game's over? Do you want me to talk about it? Or do you want me to talk about a basketball game tomorrow? I'm not sure who's playing tomorrow. I believe the Lakers are playing versus I believe the Cleveland playing the 76ers. I think so you guys maybe want me to do that game a little bit more interesting for you guys. Talking about Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and maybe LeBron James, Kevin Love, all those guys, Dwayne Wade. Or do you want me to, I don't know how many of you are going to be interested in watching the Army-Navy game. But so those are probably the two topics for tomorrow. What do you guys, let me know, it would be a lot more helpful. Do you guys want it to be about the Navy-Army game? Or do you guys want it to be about, the Cleveland 76ers game? Let me know down below. I think those are the two choices for tomorrow. But until next time, I am C, and I will see you. Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, anyways, I will see you. I will see you later. Oh my lord, mother chicken and a waffle string. I have to go take a shit. Oh man.